The relationship between Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather has been one of the most compelling and complex mentor-protege dynamics in modern boxing. Once viewed as an unbeatable alliance, their bond has now fractured into a public feud, marked by tension, accusations, and unresolved conflicts. From the outside, it seemed like a perfect pairing, an undefeated boxing legend in Mayweather guiding a young, rising star in Davis. But as the years have gone on, the cracks in their relationship have grown wider, culminating in a dramatic and personal showdown between two of boxing's biggest names. The drama between Mayweather and Davis is not just about business, it's personal. Allegations of betrayal and accusations of personal indiscretions have made their way into the public eye, further stoking the flames of their rivalry. And now, with Floyd Mayweather reportedly training Davis's next opponent, Lamont Roach, the tension between the two men has escalated to new heights. This latest development has left fans and critics alike buzzing with speculation, wondering whether Mayweather's decision to work with Roach is a calculated psychological move or if it's an honest attempt to prepare his fighter for the challenge ahead. The origins of the relationship between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis were built on mutual respect and shared ambition. Floyd, seeing the potential in Tank, took him under his wing and helped guide him through the competitive world of boxing. Davis, at the time an up-and-coming prospect, flourished under Mayweather's tutelage. With Floyd's guidance, Davis secured his place as one of boxing's rising stars, earning an undefeated record and a reputation as one of the most dangerous fighters in the ring. It seemed like a perfect partnership, Mayweather with his decades of experience and unmatched boxing IQ, and Davis with his raw power and undeniable talent. However, as Davis's career progressed, so did the underlying tension between the two. Floyd Mayweather is known for his meticulous control, both in the ring and in his business dealings. He built an empire not just by being one of the best boxers in history, but by carefully controlling his narrative and his career moves. For Mayweather, every decision is calculated, and he expects those in his inner circle to follow suit. But as Davis grew more successful, he began to seek more autonomy. As a fighter, he wanted to carve out his own identity and path, separate from Floyd's overwhelming presence. The first signs of this tension were subtle but noticeable. Fans began to pick up on the slight digs and passive-aggressive comments that were shared between the two on social media and in interviews. While Davis has publicly expressed gratitude for Mayweather's mentorship in the past, he has also been vocal about feeling overshadowed by Floyd's influence in his career. The constant comparisons to Mayweather, both in the media and in their personal conversations, seemed to weigh heavily on Davis. He was ready to step out of Floyd's shadow and build his own legacy, but doing so meant risking the bond that had helped propel him to stardom. Floyd, on the other hand, appeared to take offense at Davis's desire for independence. As a man who prides himself on his business acumen and ability to manage talent, Mayweather reportedly had a hard time letting go of the reins. He wanted to keep Davis under his wing, guiding him every step of the way, and this caused friction between the two. Davis wanted to forge his own path, but Floyd's tight control over his career made it difficult to do so. This power struggle became evident to anyone who followed their careers closely, and it created a palpable tension that only seemed to grow with time. By the time Davis started to assert himself more publicly, the cracks in their relationship were impossible to ignore. While Davis had always credited Mayweather for helping him get to where he was, he also began to express frustration about being constantly compared to Floyd, particularly in terms of their boxing styles and business dealings. Davis had proven himself to be a formidable force in the ring, and yet every victory seemed to be met with a reminder of Mayweather's influence. This, in Davis's eyes, stifled his growth as an individual fighter and personality. In interviews, Davis made it clear that he felt ready to step out of Floyd's shadow. He began to make moves that signaled his intent to go in a different direction, whether it was signing with a new promotional team or making public comments about wanting to be more than just a Mayweather fighter. Davis made it clear that he was ready to take full control of his career. This marked a dramatic shift in the relationship between the two, as it was clear that Davis no longer wanted to play second fiddle to the legendary boxer. In response, Floyd's public tone toward Davis began to shift as well. Initially, Floyd had tried to maintain a diplomatic stance, acknowledging Davis's skills while still emphasizing his role in guiding the young star. But as Davis continued to push for more independence, Floyd's comments became more pointed. He seemed frustrated by Davis's desire to break away from his influence, and the relationship between the two became strained. The tension reached new heights when the rumors started to swirl about Mayweather's involvement in preparing Davis's next opponent, Lamont Roach. The news of Mayweather reportedly training Roach caught everyone by surprise, and it added fuel to the already simmering fire between the two. For many, it felt like a direct challenge to Davis, an attempt by Mayweather to prove that he still had the upper hand in the boxing world, even if Davis no longer wanted to be under his wing. Some saw it as a calculated move by Floyd to assert his dominance, while others believed that Mayweather was genuinely trying to help Roach. But either way, it put Davis in a vulnerable position. The timing of this development was crucial. Davis was preparing for a big fight, and the added pressure of facing an opponent trained by his former mentor only intensified the stakes. Was Floyd truly helping Roach prepare for his bout with Davis, or was this a psychological strategy aimed at getting inside Davis's head? Many boxing fans and analysts have weighed in on this, with some suggesting that Mayweather's involvement in Roach's camp is an attempt to undermine Davis's confidence before the fight. Whether it's a matter of business or personal rivalry, the timing of Floyd's decision to work with Roach certainly adds a layer of complexity to an already intense situation. For Gervonta Davis, the upcoming fight has now taken on an even more personal dimension. It's no longer just about winning in the ring. It's about proving to Floyd Mayweather and to the boxing world that he doesn't need to rely on anyone else to achieve greatness. Davis has already established himself as one of the most dangerous and exciting fighters in the world, and now he has the chance to prove that his success is the result of his own hard work and talent, not just Mayweather's mentorship. As for Floyd Mayweather, the situation is equally complex. He has always been a master of controlling narratives, and his decision to work with Roach could very well be another strategic move in his ongoing chess match with Davis. Floyd is known for his calculated maneuvers, and this could be just another example of him trying to maintain his influence over the sport, even if that means stirring the pot with his former protégé. It's clear that the relationship between Mayweather and Davis is far from over, and how it plays out in the coming months will have major implications for both of their careers. In the end, the feud between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Floyd Mayweather is a microcosm of the larger tensions within the boxing world where loyalty, power, and pride often collide. The public nature of their falling out only adds to the drama, with fans and pundits watching closely to see who will emerge victorious in this high-stakes game. Will Davis continue to rise as his own man, or will Mayweather's influence continue to loom large over his career? Only time will tell, but one thing is for certain. The rivalry between these two boxing giants is far from over,